Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to change some of the settings within the website, such as font colours, font sizes, things like that. So we go into your dashboard. On the left hand side where this yellow icon is, click on that. That takes you into the settings dashboard that controls all the elements within your website. So we'll look at changing some font styles. So on the styling tab, you've got the body font on the left hand side, so that is where your current font is set at, and 15 pixels. So what I'm going to do is increase that to 28, which is a ridiculous size, and I'm going to change the colour on there as well. So after we've saved the changes, just have a look to see what we've done. As you can see, the font size and the font colour has changed with a couple of simple clicks. So go back into your settings. Again, we'll drop that into like a charcoal colour. We'll drop that back to 15. This is the link colour there. I'll change that to red, and I'm going to make that underline. Save those changes. You see the font's back to its original state, and the link colour that we've just changed and put an underline on there for your email address. Again, we'll go back in. And just put that into something a bit more appropriate. And we'll put that as none. There we can see it's gone back. Now I'll show you how to change these. The larger font, or the larger text, is H1, header 1. That's header 2, which is slightly smaller, and header 3, again slightly smaller again. So back into your settings, onto styling again, and then on the left you can see headings. That's the font that is used for those headings at the moment. That's the font size for the header 1, header 2 and header 3. If you really wanted to drill down, you've got header 4, 5 and 6, but it's probably not necessary to go down that. So again, we just change it to 48 on that one. The colour is blank, which means it's default to black, but all you need to do is, if you wanted to change the colour of those headings, each individual one can have its own colour. Just save that. As you can see, the header 1 has gone to 48 pixels. Just restore that. You've also got some more sections down here where you can make it bold font, almost like a word processor, italic, etc. Okay, so as you can see, the font family is all selected there. These are Google fonts, and if you wanted to change the font that is those headings, the easiest way to do it is to go onto Google, just put in Google fonts, and this will list up, I think it's between 300 and 400 fonts that are loaded onto your website from Google. So all you do is, if you use this as a bit of a reference point, we'll take this shocking one here, Faster One. So you just take a note of the name of it, Faster One there. Go back into your website, and I'll drop down list, Faster One, there it is. Save it. And as you can see, with a couple of clicks, you've changed the font style as well. That's also applicable with the content font as well as the heading font. just restore that back. To in the stashed text. And there we go, we've restored it back to its original state. So just let you know where this text is contained, the welcome text. So we go back into your theme settings. So on the left hand side we'll click theme settings this time. Now you can see your welcome text. It's got the header 3 tag, H3 tag there, which is obviously associated with the font sizes that we changed earlier. That just makes it a little bit larger. Again, if you wanted to, you can put H1 tags in there, which is going to make font size considerably bigger. Go back in, have a look. As you can see, that font size is now exactly the same font size as what that is. One thing to remember, if you do change any of the settings in here, before you can move on to one of the other elements on the left or on the top, you do need to click Save All, or else it won't recognise that you've made any changes to the settings of the website.